LPGA just did everything that the WNBA should have been doing this season. They did it all correct in literally one day.
Let's be real. Caitlin Clark isn't just shattering basketball records anymore. She's redefining how athletes turn themselves into worldwide brands. Her recent partnership with the LPGA sent shockwaves across both the basketball and golf worlds. And not everyone's cheering, especially Aja Wilson. The same day the announcement dropped, Aja posted a cryptic tweet that fans instantly linked to Clark. It read, "Some things just don't add up, but that's none of my business." Within minutes, social media was on fire. This isn't only about golf. It's about what Caitlin Clark stands for: crossover fame. The type of fame that turns sponsorship deals into multi-million-dollar empires. For years, WNBA legends fought tooth and nail for recognition. And now, a rookie comes in and becomes the face of women's sports overnight, appearing in commercials, magazine covers, and now signing a massive golf deal. For the veterans, it feels like she skipped the entire line. But Caitlin didn't just luck into this moment. Every record she's broken, every sellout crowd, and every viral highlight built her into a brand that companies can't ignore. Whether people love her or love to debate her, she commands attention. And attention equals profit. So, when Aja saw Clark land yet another huge deal outside of basketball, it hit differently. Not out of hate, but because it highlighted a harsh truth athletes quietly acknowledge. Fame doesn't always follow fairness. That's where the deeper conflict starts. Aja Wilson isn't some bitter rookie. She's a two-time MVP, a champion, and arguably the best player in the WNBA right now. But dominance doesn't always equal dollars. Caitlin Clark, despite being new to the league, is already making more than veterans who have carried the WNBA for years. That's a tough pill to swallow. It's not that Aja dislikes Caitlin's game. She's given her props before. But respect doesn't cancel frustration. Especially when every endorsement, headline, and trending topic revolves around Clark. Players like Aja have been putting in work for years, mostly without the spotlight, and suddenly a rookie steps in and becomes the face of everything before completing a full season. So that tweet? It wasn't random. It was built-up emotion, the kind that grows when you give everything to your sport but still feel invisible. That one post was enough to ignite a conversation the league has long avoided. One about race, favoritism, and media bias. Because here's the truth. When certain athletes rise, they're called marketable. When others do, it's just expected. And in a league that's been chasing mainstream attention for decades, those differences matter more than anyone wants to admit. Let's face it, Caitlin Clark has earned more in 2 years than most WNBA players make in their entire careers. That's not a critique, it's reality. She's the marketing goldmine the league has been begging for. But that same success leaves other stars feeling like they're playing supporting roles in her story. Aja Wilson has 2 MVP trophies, multiple championships, and a legacy most players dream about. Yet, when it comes to sponsorships, she's not even close to Clark's territory. That's why this whole thing exploded. It's not just about a golf partnership. It's about a league being pulled between its veterans and its newest sensation. Clark is the media's golden ticket. Fresh, marketable, and sponsor-friendly. Wilson symbolizes the grind, the athlete who dominated before the cameras cared. So when the LPGA deal went public, Aja's post wasn't just shade. It was a release of years of built-up frustration. And honestly, you can't blame her. She had just finished a historic season and still didn't get a fraction of the spotlight Clark does by simply showing up. It's like Aja wins a title and the media goes, cool. Anyway, did you see Caitlin's new brand deal? That stings, but it's also the modern sports reality. Performance doesn't always win, popularity does. And right now, Caitlin Clark is the most visible athlete in the game.
In a previous video, how this Pro-Am event originally wasn't even going to be televised, but there were so many fans who were emailing the organization saying, how can we watch Caitlin? Can we come to the event? Can you live stream it? All of these things. And it ended up being put on television. And that was great. Fans were really excited about that. There was so much buzz online. She was trending on Twitter, all of the things. And the LPGA was promoting the crap out of this event. And they also did something really smart by pairing her up with their currently #1 golfer in the world.
The LPGA recognized that. So did every major sponsor. Every brand with a marketing budget saw the same thing. Clark moves tickets, moves merch, and keeps everyone talking. Aja Wilson, as skilled as she is, has never been that kind of media magnet. She's respected, but Caitlin is a storyline machine, and that drives some players crazy. Now let's talk numbers. The reported deal? Somewhere between 6 and 8 million spread across 2 years. It involves joint brand events, promotional campaigns, and a collaboration project with Titleist and Nike Golf. The problem isn't the deal itself. It's how the WNBA handles these moments, or fails to.
Caitlin Clark's so good, she's got me following golf. And thanks to her, I now know who Nelly Korda is. And if there's one thing we can count on with Clark, it's that she's going to draw a crowd. From the court to the course.
The league says it's about unity and growth, but their biggest stars are fighting for headlines instead of lifting each other up. And honestly, the league lets it happen, because drama means engagement. If the WNBA had stronger PR management, they'd spin this as a win for women's sports. 2 powerful athletes excelling in different arenas. Instead, it turned into another Clark versus Wilson social media circus. And you better believe sponsors were paying attention. Brands love smiling athletes, not messy headlines, but they also love money. And Caitlin equals money. So who wins again? Yeah, Clark. Section 5 here's the twist. Insiders say this LPGA collaboration could be the start of something even bigger. Rumor has it, they're working on a charity exhibition where WNBA and LPGA players team up for a good cause. The idea is to promote unity between sports, but depending on the mood, it could either be inspiring or awkward as hell. Picture this, Caitlin Clark teeing off next to Nelly Korda, while Aja Wilson forces a camera smile. Yeah, the memes write themselves. But jealousy in sports isn't new. It's part of the cycle. When LeBron became the NBA's poster boy, veterans weren't thrilled. When Serena dominated tennis endorsements, others rolled their eyes. It's the same story every time. Fame breeds money, money breeds attention, and attention breeds envy. Aja's just the latest athlete caught in that spotlight. And ironically, every time she reacts, she adds to Caitlin's momentum. The more she comments, the more Clark trends. It's the Streisand effect of modern fame. Criticize someone enough, and they only grow bigger. Meanwhile, Caitlin stays silent. No clapbacks, no interviews, no Twitter threads, just business. She's probably off signing another contract while everyone debates her online. And that's her smartest move yet, letting the noise make her richer. Section 6, so yeah, Caitlin Clark just became the bridge between basketball and golf, a 2-sport marketing force. And you can almost hear Aja's frustration from Las Vegas, because this isn't the first time Clark's stolen her spotlight. Remember last season's WNBA finals? The Aces won another title, yet Clark was the top trending name on social media that same day. That's the kind of thing that turns admiration into resentment. Fans don't help either. Some of Clark's supporters don't just cheer her on. They use her success as ammo against others. Comments like, "She's the real face of the WNBA," or "She's done more for women's basketball than anyone." Maybe those statements are true in numbers, but they're also fuel for rivalry. So when Aja saw that LPGA deal go public, she snapped. Not publicly enough to get fined, but just enough to send a message. I'm tired of being the MVP treated like background noise. Here's what's wild. Caitlin Clark doesn't respond. Not once. No passive-aggressive posts, no interviews, no sub-tweets. That's what makes her so brandable. She's composed, clean-cut, and controversy-free. Others get caught up in online drama and lose sponsorships. Caitlin stays quiet and cashes in, and that silence, it cuts deeper than words. Aja can win another championship, but Caitlin will still dominate headlines for swinging a golf club. That's the marketing gap. Unfair, but undeniable. Even golf fans are chiming in, saying Clark's charisma could finally make the LPGA mainstream. Meanwhile, longtime WNBA fans are rolling their eyes. She's everywhere but the playoffs. The divide's growing, and everyone feels it. Here's the kicker. This deal wasn't a coincidence. Nike reportedly helped set it up months ago, aiming to create a crossover athlete, and Caitlin Clark was the perfect face. She represents hype, influence, and sales, all rolled into one. From a marketing view, it's genius. But from a leak standpoint, it's messy. Aja's irritation mirrors what many players secretly feel, that Clark's fame elevated the WNBA, but not everyone rose with her. Now that Caitlin's branching beyond basketball, some players feel abandoned, grinding for bonuses while she signs multi-million-dollar cross-sport deals. That tension leaks into locker rooms, interviews, and team dynamics. Some stars are starting to feel like extras in The Caitlin Clark Show. And then came that tweet. Within hours, Aja was trending. For all the wrong reasons. Fans called her jealous, bitter, insecure. Some even compared her to critics who hated Tiger Woods for breaking barriers, saying, "Here we go again, another star mad about success." That hit hard. Aja tried to explain herself later, saying her post was taken out of context, but it was too late. The internet had chosen sides, and once that happens, there's no turning back. Half the internet defended Caitlin like she's an icon. The other half reminded everyone that Aja is still one of the greatest ever. But here's the truth. Both things can coexist. Caitlin Clark can be the most marketable athlete on earth, and Aja Wilson can still feel unseen in her own league.